Alright, so let's review how to find area of two curves. So let's look at question A. To find area, here is the formula from A to B, top function minus bottom function. And this is one in terms of x, so dx. The second way you can do it is also from A to B, but from right minus the left function, but this one is dy. So let's look at the given function that we have. The first one is natural log of x. Natural log of x. The right function is 5 minus 5x. So if you look over here, if we have to compare the natural log of x and the 5 minus x, we're not sure which one is on the top, which one on the bottom, but we can tell right away this one is on the right and this one is on the left. So for this one, I would like to use the right minus the left, but this one in terms of y, so I need to solve for y for both, okay? So I'm going to do the linear function first, so I'm going to solve for y, so y minus 5 equal negative x, x is equal to negative y plus 5. So this is my first function. For the second one, so y equal natural log of x, so I would exponentiate. So this would be x. So this is my two functions. So this is the right function. I'm sorry, I said it wrong. This is the left function, and this one is the right function. Okay? Right, to find area is going to be right minus left. So negative y plus 5 minus e to the y dy. Now here's the thing, we need to find the values. Since we use a y, we use dy, so we have to look over here. Instead of from left to right, we look on bottom to top. So the bottom we know is 0, but we need to figure out what is the values of the top, which is right here. If you looked right here, this is the point that we want. And that is the point when natural log of x is equal to 5 minus x, the intersection point. So you have your graphing calculator. You should graph the two functions and see where they touch. You can find the intercept. So the x at that point is 3.6934. Or it should be more numbers. So what I would do is that I'm going to store as a values. So right here is a values. Okay. So when you look over here, this is the a value. So when x, we can figure out the y values by plug this back to one of the equation. So the y values is about 1.30656, which I'm going to store as b. Okay. Now how do I get this number? You can take the a, plug it back into either natural log of x or the 5 minus x to get that y values. Okay, so from here, I apologize. Over here it should be from 0 because we look at the y values. So we look at y values from 0 to b. Right, we just solved for b. This is the y value. So go back, look at the graph. If you look at this p, it's from 0 to y, which is 1.3 something. So I'm going to store it in as b and put in the b. So when you do this, it should give you, again, you can use your calculator, so it's 2.986. Or if you want to, you can truncate down, which can be 2.985. Okay, so that is if we want to use in terms of y. Now, let's say if you want to do the same thing, but if you want to keep the function in terms of x, then we can rewrite this. So what I would do is that I'm going to clear all of this, and then what we can do is we'll look at and do this a different way, okay? Okay, so now we're still doing A. We're still on question A, but instead of using in dy, if you want to do from top minus bottom dy, we can do that, okay? But what we need to do is we need to split this into two different regions, okay? So this is the first, and this is the second part, all right? So you can do, so now if you use in dx, then we can do from 1 to the values right here, which we solve. Remember earlier you solve, that's the a value, which is about 3.69 something. Okay, so if you store that number, you should have it. So in this, if you look at this first region right here, the top is natural log of x. The bottom is actually just the x-axis, which is 0. Plus, I can do the second region, which is this piece right here. So this is one from a. Remember, this is the x values that we solved before, and to 5. And the function we have is phi minus x dx. And then you can put in your calculator and you should have the same value, which is 2.986 or 2.985. Depend, either one will give you the correct answer. Okay, so for this one you have to look, like when do we split it up? If it's not top to bottom all the way through, then we may want to split into two regions. If they only, or we can turn the picture around and do from right minus left. Which one is easier for you, then you get to choose that one. Alright, so we're going to pause, and what we're going to do is, I'm going to have you pause, ask questions, think about this, take notes, and we're going to move on to part B.